You're listening to the Eagle 100.1 WXZQ, Piketon, Waverly, Chillicothe, Portsmouth, a Total Media Group station.
And good evening, everybody. It's basketball 30 in the oven, and for the first time, boys basketball action here at Piketon High School. This is Hayden Milliken, and joining me tonight, Jared Vogelmore. Jared, we'll get to you in just a moment. Tonight, the Piketon Red Streaks opening up at home against the Valley Indians of the Southern Ohio Conference, SOC2. And, of course, we had about a 15-minute warm-up here. That's become pretty customary as of late in the SOC. SVC normally has about a 20-some-minute warm-up, but 15 minutes here. Of course, the Valley Indians are coached by Craig Tackett in their first contest. And as for Piketon, the Red Streaks are 1-0 for the first time in a couple years, off to a 1-0 start. Under Coach Kyle Miller, they took out the Ross County Christian Academy Eagles last time. Ryan Vogelmore and I were over here for this one. And, of course, Bo Henry was the MVP there, 27 points. And, well, let's get to you, Jared. First and foremost, welcome back to this. I know we did a football game against Adena, and now here you are tonight, a first basketball game here in a few years, and been a little bit since you've been here.
Yeah, it's good to be back, Hayden. It's been, I believe, the 2018 season. Me and Corey Ferguson did the whole season. But it's just good to be back in the oven, to be back broadcasting, and excited to see what the Streaks bring to the table tonight.
And, of course, over there, you got that banner, which is, of course, the bottom row. You got that state Final Four to your name. A couple other things. You definitely got some insight there. You've been around Piketon for a long time, played all-state in a couple different sports, right?
Yeah, I was an all-state player in football and baseball. I was a player in basketball. I was on the team.
You existed. You were there.
I led the SBC in charges taken. I was I was that kind of player. I just like being in the action, man. It's, basketball is one of those games where you can contribute so many different ways. It's not all about putting the ball in the hoop sometimes. It really is about the effort and the hustle you put in a lot of times.
Oh, yeah, so like I said, we're getting ready for this one between Piketon and Valley. The starting lineups for the Valley Indians, we have them here. The starting lineups looks like it's going to be Chase Davis, Jalen Dunham, Christian Copen, Blake Lundy, one of the players to look out for as well here. So I got 4 out of the 5 starters marked down here for the Valley Indians. Lundy in particular was the one I was told a little bit about. There's a couple other ones as well here. Of course, there are a set of brothers. Those two being, let me see if I can find them. There's a set of brothers here, some of the Benders. I don't see either of them starting. I think one of them was. I think Jalen Bender may be the other starter, but there's a Jackson and Jalen Bender. One of them is a senior, and the other one of them is a junior for the Valley Indians. And we don't have the official starters right now for the Red Streaks, but if it's anything as normal, Luke Gallion, Mason Thacker, Jace Johnson, Trevin Shanks, and big boy himself, Bo Henry. Talking about this, Jared, of course, we just did that Ross County Christian Academy game, and Bo Henry is one of those players. He just makes a difference out there on the floor. When you see Bo Henry out there playing, at one point it was about an 18, almost a 20-point differential against Ross County Christian Academy. But when Bo Henry went to the bench, it cut down to a 5-point deficit. And then Bo Henry comes back in, and it's like it never even happened. Already almost back to 20. Talking about triple coverage, I told you a little bit about this before we went on. About 3, maybe 4 shots in the paint. Bo Henry was, and I kid you not, folks, in triple coverage, and Bo Henry was nailing these shots. So to say that I think one of the big keys to the game is keeping him out there, that's pretty basic, straightforward, I'd say. You got to keep Henry out there. And, of course, looking at some of these other ones as well, we had Richie, who also got plenty of points. Jace Johnson. Jace Richie, of course, Red Hot Richie, as your uncle would call him. He got 13 points. He was just behind Bo Henry in the double-digit mark. Luke Gallion had 12, and Mason Thacker had 7 in that game. Trevin Shanks had 8. And, of course, Leighton Kelly, who came in off the bench, he had 3. The starting lineup, so these are great numbers overall out of Gallion, Johnson, which I believe that's an 8 written down here. Shanks with 8. Henry with, of course, 27. So you see right here, these starters definitely putting numbers up on the board.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see Bo play tonight. I haven't got a chance to watch the Streaks play in a couple years, but from just what I've been hearing, I'm excited to see everybody out here play tonight. I really think it's important, if you can get 3 guys in double digits, you got a good shot in high school ball. Especially if you can get some other guys to sprinkle in, 4, 6, 8 points. I think it's real important to to have those guys, even some guys come off the bench and distribute and help. So I'm excited to see what Streaks bring to the table tonight.
And what I'm personally curious about right here, the Valley Indians over here warming up to the right of us. Valley, of course, losing some of their big offensive players to graduation. I think a couple may have went to other schools as well. So a lot of fresh players here for Lucasville Valley. So we'll see how that goes. Again, Lundy is one we were told to look out for. There's a couple others here that we're told that could score. Of course, we got some Valley guys over here to the left of us. Total Media Sports here in full capacity. We got Chuck Greenslate and the guys from WZZZ, The Breeze. They're just to the left of us. And we'd also like to welcome in everybody watching tonight on the live stream. We were told we had about almost 20-some people at one point, Jared, waiting for this game to start. So, I mean, we've had people waiting, I'd say about 25, 30 minutes now. So thank you so much for your patience. Those of you who are still here and those of you just coming in, welcome aboard. As I always say before these live streams, of course, we're also on the radio, 100.1. So we're going to call it like it's a radio broadcast, a little descriptive for the video viewers out there, but we're going to call it just like that. And, well, like I told Ryan yesterday, that means they'll see if we screw up. So that's one of the weaknesses we have going for us over here. So that's what we got here. The Piketon Red Streaks, the Valley Indians, both teams warming up here right now. The Piketon, of course, we had the girls game also last night, and they lost to the Uniota Sherman Tanks. And that one, 41 points for that one girl in the game. Miley Smith had 41 points. A couple other teams playing tonight. A lot of boys opening games taking place tonight. The only reason, of course, Piketon is already off to the 1-0 edge is because they had that early game at the Zane Trace Tip-Off Classic. But overall, looks like tonight is, for the most part, opening night or opening day. Some's played around noon, 1 o'clock today. Opening day, opening night for a lot of the SVC area schools and some of the SOC2 schools outside of here, like Waverly. They play early next week. Eastern plays early next week. Western and some of the other local area teams, they get a head start then. And some of the other ones as well, of course, within mainly the SVC, the Frontier Athletic Conference. Those two, of course, starting within the last week are going to be either tonight. Of course, there's a couple teams playing there. So what we're going to do here in a moment is, of course, we got both teams warming up. Thank you so much again for those coming into the live stream. Share the link on your Facebooks, your Twitters, your Instagrams. If you still have a MySpace page out there, share it on MySpace. Share it wherever you have friends or followers. Of course, we're putting it all over social media. We want people here, and then we got the radio as well, the Total Media radio app. So we're going to take about a 2-minute commercial break as we get ready for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere on the Q and on Total Media Sports YouTube. Stay right here.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
We offer the latest in innovative technology, from state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
At Quick Stop Lube and Tire, they are geared up to keep you on the road. Located at 627 Southwest Street in Piketon, they're your trusted auto repair shop for over 30 years of experience. Open 6 days a week, they proudly support Pike County schools in our community. From oil changes to alignments, new tires, and even mobile tire service, they've got you covered. Wherever you are, call 740-289-4268 or stop by Quick Stop Lube and Tire, where great service meets community pride.
back here at the oven. And, well, we just had a little bit of a moment. I thought we were about to join along in a sing-along of the national anthem. The national anthem froze there for a second, and I thought we were going to have to sing. And thankfully, that was not over the air, because I'm sure no one in the listening audience will want to listen to me sing. But either way, we got the starting lineups getting ready to come out for the Valley Indians and the Piketon Red Streaks. Of course, the PA announcer getting ready to introduce Lucasville Valley. We'll run through the starters again. Number 1, Chase Davis, for reference. We'll give you the numbers here. Number 3, Jalen Dunham. Christian Copen, number 4. Number 11, Blake Lundy. And number 24, Jalen Bender. We knew it was one of them. So here we go, the Piketon Red Streaks. Luke Goyen, number 1. Mason Thacker, number 3. Jace Johnson, number 5. Trevin Shanks, number 11. And number 50, Bo Henry. So no surprise there at the starting lineups. It was as projected. So going to remain the same here. Goyen, Thacker, Johnson, Shanks, and Henry. And again, Davis, Dunham, Copen, Lundy, and Bender. Jalen Bender, that is, of the Bender brothers for Lucasville Valley. And on the tip here in the center is Copen and Bo Henry. The Valley Indians in their purple jerseys, yellow numbers, yellow trim. Piketon in their white jerseys, red numbers, red trim here. Now some gray thrown into the color scheme here as we get ready for the tip-off. Piketon Red Streaks basketball, first time of the season underway. Everyone's here, and this one is deflected out of bounds, and that's where the tip-off's going to begin. So this one goes out, and looks like Piketon going to maintain possession of it here. The Bo Henry had the contact from the tip. So this is where Piketon is going to start with Mason Thacker getting the inbound. Left side, Luke Goyen back to Thacker. Thacker facing some defensive coverage here. Looks like going man-to-man, looks like maybe. And over to Trevin Shanks. Passes to Bo Henry. Henry not there. Ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Valley basketball here early in the first.
I like what Piketon did there, breaking the press. Just once you get it across half court, just slow down, run your offense. I think next time they'll do that.
Bender with the ball being covered by Thacker, crossing the timeline. Bender left side to Copen. Copen to Davis. A deep three-point shot is up and counted. 3 points for Jalen Dunham, getting the first 3 points of the night, and Valley up 3-0 with a little over 7:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Luke Goyen with the ball in the paint, spins around, no good. Defensive rebound into the hands of Copen. Copen out of Bender, driving the paint, driving the floor. Bo Henry looks like he originally had it, and we're going to have a tie-up. We're going to have a jump ball situation here. So jump ball to get a 3-0 lead. Seems like it's going to go to Valley off the possession arrow. So
I'd like to see Henry getting on the ground there, though.
Oh,
It's a long way for him to get on the ground.
Getting down in the trenches.
Yeah.
As we have Dunham throwing it in for Valley at the baseline. Bit of a discussion here with the officials, something on the floor, talking to the coaches about something for Piketon.
Not really sure what they're discussing down there, but it looks like he's talking to an assistant coach.
As we get back to action here. Dunham looking, throwing it all the way down in the three-point range to Davis on the right side. Davis to Lundy. Lundy to Copen. Back to Davis, right side. Davis now to Dunham in the paint. Now Copen left side, and the jump shot is up and counted for Christian Copen. 5-0, the Valley Indians with an early lead on the Piketon Red Streaks. As Thacker to Goyen. Goyen now passes it to Shanks. Shanks to Bo Henry, double coverage. I think they got the memo. They need to cover Bo Henry. And now Jace Johnson and a three-point shot there by Luke Goyen, and count it for 3. A 2-point differential here. 5-3 is the score after that three-pointer there by Luke Goyen. It's going to be Valley basketball. Copen now, right side. Lundy. Lundy hanging on to it in the paint, moving back. That is going to be Bender. The deep three-pointer up, no good. Offensive rebound, though, into the hands of Copen. Copen moving back, slowing down tempo, looks like, trying to pick up the pace again. Now to Bender. Bender being covered by Bo Henry, and he realized he can't get through a brick wall. Goes for the three-point attempt, and the shot was up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, tipped off, looks like maybe Thacker, and it's going to go again out of bounds, and Valley is going to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Piketon's just got to get a body on him. They got the size on Valley, it looks like. Just got to get down low and get those rebounds.
As Copen into the paint, the shot is up and in by Lundy. Lundy wide open there in the paint and gets a shot unopposed. Making that 7-3 with 5:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Passes it into Trevin Shanks. Out of Johnson. Shanks again on the right wing. Ball is loose and it is stolen away by Bender. Bender holds on to it, top of the key, driving the paint. The pass left is up and in by Chase Davis. What a move there, and what an assist by Bender.
Yeah, Valley came out, they came out strong. Piketon's got a quick timeout, and they're going to have to regroup.
Kyle Miller taking the timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here for a second. Jared, any thoughts here in the early goings?
Yeah, I expected Valley to come out and press Piketon, and that's what they're doing. It looks like they're running a zone press almost, like a 1-2-1-1. In those presses, you need to get the ball. You don't even need a dribble. You need to pass the ball off those presses, get it to the middle. But what Piketon's not doing, what I think they should be doing, is slowing it down and run their offense once they get past that press.
Right. So the only points so far for the Red Streaks coming from Luke Gallion, a three-pointer. So far, Davis with 2, Dunham with 3. So those are some of the points they have accounted for. Also, Copen with 2 and Lundy for 2. Some early statistics here for the Valley Indians, as both teams taking the floor here again. And Piketon basketball, as Gallion will be throwing it in at the baseline.
Now Valley's coming out in a full court man press now, so mixing it up a little bit.
Thacker now the inbound to Shanks. Shanks trying to spin off the defenders, now to Thacker on his left. Thacker now to Bo Henry. Henry going back to Shanks and Thacker again. Bo Henry in the paint, shots Beautiful. Up, and yeah, exactly.
Beautiful play.
Yeah, Bo Henry in there in the paint where he's his most dangerous. Most of his points come from the paint. Bo Henry with 2 more, the big boy. 9-5, 4:55 here to go in the first quarter. Bender now being covered by Bo Henry. Left side trying to spin off Shanks. Going down the baseline, that is Davis. Davis back to Lundy at top of the key. Lundy over to Copen. Copen covered by Thacker. And now a shot by Bender from three-point land is up, no good. Offensive rebound was no good. And Bo Henry coming down with it defensively for the Streaks. Stacker has it, but it's Gallion crossing the timeline. Now to Shanks. And the Bo Henry in the paint back to Shanks. And top of the key, there's Thacker. Shots up for 3, no good. Passes it back and right into the hands of Bender, maybe hoping it would get back to Thacker. But Bender into the paint. Chasing some coverage here. Shot is up and in by Jalen Dunham. Make that 5 points on the night for Dunham. 11-5 is the score. Valley on top of Piketon, and a three-pointer there by, that was let's see here, that was Jace Johnson. That was up and it was no good.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Johnson. Henry was open down low right there. Johnson was open too, but I think at this point in time in the game, the more two-point baskets close to the hole you can get, the better.
And their go-to substitutes coming in, those are Jace Ritchie and Noah Ross checking in, both respectively for Piketon. As to Johnson in the paint, back to Ross. Faces some coverage, trying to get it inside two-point territory. Ball goes out, and Valley gets the ball.
Piketon with 3 turnovers already this quarter. They're going to have to straighten that up if they want to stay competitive.
And right there for the Red Streaks. Those are the plays right there, the moves you got to make.
Yeah.
As Valley, of course, Bender with the ball just at the timeline. Center court covered by Thacker. Henry trying to maybe strip away. Not Henry, my bad. That is Ross. And a three-point shot is up. No good off the back. And it's going to be an offensive rebound, looks like. Holding on to it, tripped up. And the referee whistle blown.
That's a tough one because that was kind of just a loose ball at that point, and they were both kind of falling around.
That's on Luke Gallion, and that's the first foul here for Gallion, and the team's first of the quarter for the Red Streaks.
Yeah, something early I'm seeing here is Valley's not afraid to shoot the 3-ball. So,
oh, definitely not.
So Piketon's going to have to get down there and be ready to rebound.
Bender now to Davis. And over to Copen, top of the key, goes into two-point land, double coverage. Now to Bender again. Bender at the wing. As Bender gets it to Dunham. Into the paint, shot is up, no good. And the rebound coming into the hands of Ritchie for the Streaks. Ritchie, though, being covered, double coverage by Bender. Some tight defensive pressure here as Thacker with the ball. Thacker to Ritchie, right side to Johnson. Getting it into Luke Gallion.
Nice pass.
Noah Ross in the paint.
Nice.
His shot is up and counted. We're talking about those plays, and there's one actually played to perfection. 11-7. There's a shot there by Noah Ross. Cuts into this Valley lead. Shots up in the paint. It's up, no good. And a rebound here goes out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Red Streaks. 11-7 against the score in the first quarter. As we got Leighton Kelly checking in as well. And Bo Henry coming back in for the Red Streaks. Of course, we're talking about the difference Bo Henry makes. Of course, it's early in the game, but I think they also realized we got to get Bo Henry in there. Henry needed a little bit of rest, needed to regroup. Now Henry back out there.
Yeah, and, you know, Piketon, they have some size advantage down low. Not a huge size advantage, but Henry's probably got 40 pounds on his opponent.
And a miscommunication there at the inbound, but Piketon able to hold on to it as Noah Ross with the ball to Ritchie.
Get over the corner.
Ritchie to Kelly.
Perfect.
Kelly to Bo Henry. Look at all that coverage here, and they draw a foul.
I was going to say, they better call that foul.
Bo Henry there met by almost the entire team at the paint.
Yeah, but I like the way the Streaks handled that there. Took them a second to break the press, which is fine. You got 10 seconds. And then once they got it down low to Henry, I mean, it was either Valley's going to foul him or he's going to score.
Henry at the line for two. The foul was on Braxton Conaway, my bad, who has checked into the game for Valley recently. First shot is up by Henry and in. Bo Henry with his first free throw. Henry had about 6 we had counted during the Ross County Christian Academy game. Those are where a lot of his early points came from. Henry's second shot is up and spins around the rim. No good as Valley gets the ball rebounded by Dunham. Dunham right side tries to get it over there to Conaway, but the ball goes out of bounds. Piketon gets the ball back here with a much narrower lead than before. Red Streaks have an opportunity to do something here, Jared.
Yeah, they're chipping away at it. I think they've been playing well. Just keep it up and get some easy baskets.
As Kelly now to Henry on the right wing, and the ball is stolen away there by Bender, and the shot is up and in. That is Jackson Bender, his brother, may I add. There are 2 Benders, again, as I mentioned earlier, for the Valley Indians. And the younger Bender now coming in there. I believe he's the younger one, as Bo Henry for 3. Hold the telephone.
It looked good from here.
It did from here. I thought it was going to go in. As Jackson with the shot, and a foul is going to be called offensively on Valley.
Yeah, from our angle, it looked like a Henry 3 was going straight in, and it would end up being an air ball. But I like that look. I mean, he's got a smooth-looking shot. He was open. Take it.
And that was Jackson Bender with the foul. That was his first and Valley's second. For you. As Kelly being met here, double coverage. Now right to Ritchie. I do have to admit, I do like some of the defensive strategies here for Valley. The shot is up by Bo Henry, and it was no good as Jackson to his brother Jalen. Jalen Bender spins, moves over, top of the key, ball is loose, and Piketon coming up with it. That's Noah Ross with the steal. And now to Johnson. Johnson trying to get it back over to Ross. Ross manages to get to their own side. Ross to Johnson. Looking, trying to drive down the baseline. And now to Bo Henry, the hook shot,
Beautiful.
and
Beautiful.
got it. Make that 5 points on the night for Bo Henry. 13-10, that means Bo Henry has gotten 50% of the shots made, or 50% of the points made here by the Red Streaks. 30 seconds left to go, a 3-point lead for the Valley Indians, 13-10. As Copen with the ball, passes it now, that is Conaway. And into the paint, there's Jackson. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Bo Henry. And a last-second whistle there by the officials. It looks like they're still pointing in the direction of Piketon. Looks like it's going to be called on Valley. And that is going to be on That's on Jackson Bender. That's his second. Bender's come in here. Of course, he's come off the bench. He hasn't been here long. Jackson Bender already with 2 fouls for Valley.
Yeah, he came in and got aggressive. Piketon 19 seconds here. Hopefully they hold for one shot, and hopefully they can get a good one.
As we got Thacker here on the right to Richie. And into the paint by Noah Ross. His shot is up, and it's only a 1-point deficit now.
Nice.
With only a few seconds left here, clock about to expire here on the first quarter. A shot is up from deep 3-point territory by Chase Davis, and it was no good. 13-12 is the score here. The Valley Indians up on the Piketon Red Streaks, heading into the second quarter on the Q and streaming live on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Todd Harris Realty is a proud sponsor of Pike County High School sports. With over 19 years of experience, Todd Harris is your go-to real estate expert in Waverly. As a broker and $1 million producer, Todd Harris will help you find your dream home. Visit Realtor.com to see Todd's listings and call him today at 740-947-7677. That's 740-947-7677. Support local and enjoy Pike County sports.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Back here in the oven, 8 more minutes on the clock as we get ready for the second quarter. Hayden Milliken, Jared Vogelmore here on the Q and streaming live on Total Media Sports on YouTube. I see we're keeping a nice steady view count here for this one, Jared. A lot of people taking advantage of the live stream technology we've been providing tonight, as Leighton Kelly going to throw it in for the Red Streaks to start the second quarter to Mason Thacker. Thacker right side to Richie, and looks like to Noah Ross at the top of the key. Double pressure, and back to Richie. Passes it to Trevin Shanks, who looks like he's in the game here. And a foul is going to be called on Valley. And Shanks is going to go to the line for his first free throw opportunity. And the foul is going to be on Christian Copen. And that is the overall the third foul. But again, foul counts reset every quarter now. So it's the first of the quarter for Valley as the free throw is up and in.
I feel like that is a very interesting rule change because we're going to see a lot less free throws in high school basketball now.
And of course also the elimination of the bonus 1-for-1 shooting as well, as we got Leighton Kelly with the rebound. Of course on that free throw was Shanks.
Yeah, I think it's wild. I really do.
Kind of a culture shock for
yeah,
you, isn't
it really is. Especially, people. I don't consider myself old school, but it's an interesting couple rule changes. I don't know if they were absolutely necessary, but we'll see.
As we've got Kelly into the ball now, left side. That's Thacker. Kelly in three-point land. Some defensive pressure here, trying to maybe go for that steal there. They were testing the waters. There's Ross. And now to Richie again. Richie looking, passes it to Kelly. And now to Shanks. Shanks drives the baseline. His shot is up and no good. That would have given the Red Streaks the lead. We're tied at 13 here after that free throw, 7:20. And as we were talking about this, we talked about it a little earlier, kind of talking a little more detail when we got a second here. Man, this Valley defense.
Yeah, they're playing tough and they're playing unorthodox. I don't know if that's a word, but they're playing a lot of zones. I didn't expect to see that.
As the ball goes out of bounds, Piketon Red Streaks basketball. 13 all. As Kelly will throw it in by the bleachers to Thacker.
Unorthodox was the word I was looking
There you
for.
go. You're looking for the inventing new words here in the English
Yeah.
language. You can try using those words at work or at school, and you might get an F on your spelling test. As a shot for Kelly is up off the front of the rim, no good. And this rebound coming down, and it's going to be a jump ball perhaps. And are they going to call the jump? And I think there's a
Valley got a
timeout.
timeout.
They got a timeout in there beforehand. It's going to be a 30-second timeout there for Valley, avoiding the jump ball situation. But overall, we got some statistics here. Let's take a look here. After these free throws, of course, Shanks has 1, so that makes 1 point on the night for him. Bo Henry with 5, leading the team right now in terms of scoring. Just right behind him, Noah Ross at 4. Bo Henry, again, was the leading scorer in the last game by over 10 points. Actually, more than that. Again, he had about 27 as we have here. So with Bo Henry having 5, and then we got Ross with 4. And so, yeah, those are some of your statistics. And on the other hand here, we got Davis for 2. We've got Dunham for 5, Copen for 2, Lundy for 2, and Jackson Bender for 2. So those are some of the points accounted for the Valley Indians as both teams get ready to take back the floor. 6:51 left to go here in the second quarter, and Valley will be throwing it in. Jackson Bender, right side, covered by Ross. And now met by 3 red streaks in the paint, passes it over and all the way down to the three-point land. This shot for the lead is up. No good. An offensive rebound perhaps cannot keep it in bounds. And the red streaks get the ball back. And a crucial miscue there for Valley in a tie ball game situation like this, Jaron.
Yeah, well, at least they're getting the ball back here. I guess Piketon tipped it. Hard for me to tell from this angle.
As we got Copen with the ball, driving the baseline. His shot is up, no good. And looks like Valley going to hold on to it. That's Jalen Bender. Bender's three-pointers up, off the rim, no good. A lot of missed three-pointers here for the Valley Indians. And they get another rebound. And a push is going to be called, it looks like. And that's going to be on the streaks. And looks like we may be going to the line here.
I mean, I was saying it early on, Piketon just got to get a body on Valley.
Not going to be at the line. It's going to be a 4 foul, but we continue there.
Because Valley is chucking threes. They've already shot 7 threes. They've only made 1. That means there's going to be a lot of long rebounds. That means Piketon's got to get a body on their guy and get these boards.
You do the math on the percentage for those three-pointers, because 1 out of 7, you do the percentage, man. That's definitely not a good percentage. Great. 1 for 7, you look at that fraction in itself and you know it's a rough one. A three-point shot, though, they got that one. Announcers jinx.
They heard us up here talking.
And in by Conaway. 16-13, 5:50 here in the second. As Goyen with the ball to Bo Henry. Look at them, they're going for Bo, all of them. And the ball, they managed to steal it from Henry. Over to Copen. And the shot is up, spins around, gets the switcheroo, and got it.
That's a nice move.
That was number 4, right? That'd be Copen with that, too. That's coming in. Looks like we've got Jace Johnson checking in for the Red Streaks. Coming out will be Jace Ritchie. Trading in one Jace for another Jace. 5:27, 18-13 is the score. Valley on top of Piketon. Oh, man.
Almost over and back right there.
No call, though, thankfully, on that one. It was Shanks on the left side. Some pressure there,
and
they're calling for it. They say that it's theirs. Give it to them.
Piketon's got to start handling these traps better. 6 turnovers already with not even 3 minutes to go into the second quarter.
As we got Jalen with the ball. Jalen, top of the key, covered by Thacker, passes it right to Dunham. Moving the ball around, keeping it in motion. There's Conaway, back to Copen. Copen at the elbow now to Bender. Bender driving the paint, getting through some pressure. Shots up, no good. Defensive rebound by Luke Goyen. It's held up at the baseline there for a second. Looks like there was some contact. I thought we were close to a jump ball. As Thacker having a hard time with ball handling here. The ball's free, and it is going to be tied up.
Jump ball.
As Bender went in for the steal, that would be Jalen Bender.
I'll tell you what, Hayden, you were talking about it earlier, but this Valley defense is playing really well tonight. They're right up in Piketon's face, and it's making them difficult to do anything on offense. Piketon is playing Valley's game right now.
There's just no doubt about it. As throwing it in to Davis. Davis now right side, Dunham. Copen, right wing. And there's a push, no call on that one though, and the shot is up and in for Copen.
If I'm Coach Miller, I'm probably getting a timeout here soon.
Timeout as Copen has 6 on the night, all from the field. Goyen throwing to the left, and you got to think that timeout is coming at any moment. As going for Bo Henry, contact though by the Indians, so Piketon holds on to it. We got a substitution checking in for Valley. That's Lundy returning to the game. Coming out is Chase Davis.
Piketon needs to run their offense this possession and get a good shot.
Passed it down to Bo Henry, holding on to it despite the pressure.
That'll work.
And Bo Henry. 2 more for the big boy. 4:05 left to go in the second. 20-15 is the score. Valley on top of the Piketon Red Streaks. Copen directing traffic, moves left, passes it to Jalen Bender. As I did the math here, Jalen is indeed the elder Bender, which, I don't know, you seem like Avatar, the last airbender, and stuff like that. So like the elder Bender, or Bender from Futurama. And the shot is up and in for the Valley Indians. See who got that one, Jared?
I believe it was number 4.
That's Copen.
Don't quote me on that. It could have been 3. I think it was 4.
This foul is going to be on Braxton Conaway. That's his second. And again, as they mentioned, the team's second here. So Conaway, that makes 2 fouls here on the sub who's been checking in here. As Conaway, since come in, does have 3 points to his name on top of those 2 fouls. Passes it to Goyen. 3-pointer from Mason Thacker off the back of the rim. No good. Bo Henry rebound. And here's Henry trying to get it, and the shot's in.
Wow.
Bo Henry got it.
That's big boy basketball right there.
Oh, yeah. Remember while I told you going into this, Bo Henry is the real deal, knocking down kids at Ross County Christian Academy like bowling pins in triple coverage.
Well, he's got a great set of fundamentals too. He's got a great shot. He knows how to move down low. You don't see that hardly anymore.
The 3-point play is up, and it was no good. As the rebound coming to Copen, 22-17 is the score. Valley on top of the Red Streaks. And what is still anybody's ball game, really. Shot is up and in. That was Davis, looks like. Actually, that's not Davis, that's 11, so my bad. So that would have been Lundy. As we got Mason Thacker near center court with the ball. Now Bo Henry, right side. Johnson passes it in to Henry.
Beautiful.
Got it.
Beautiful.
Bo Henry now in the double-digit mark, 11 points on the night here so far, and this is only the first half. And the ball is stolen away here, and that's Jace Johnson with the steal. Duluth Goyen, ball is free, and a foul going to be called there on the Valley Indians. We'll see who they call it on. Red Streak basketball, though.
I think Piketon's found some formula the past couple possessions. Get it down low. Get it to Henry. Valley doesn't have anybody that can stop him right now. I'd like to see him cut into this deficit a little bit more. If you can go into half down 2, I think it's a win right now.
That foul was on Blake Lundy. That is his first and the team's 4th here so far in the second with 2.5 minutes left to go and a 24-19 lead. Throwing it into Ritchie, who manages to keep it in bounds, but it's stolen away, and in the paint there is Davis. And a foul is going to be called on the Streaks, and I think that one might be on Ritchie. We'll see.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a blunder there. It looked like he tried to jump and save it, but you can go back and touch the ball as long as it's not been touched beforehand. It wouldn't have been over and back.
Foul is on Ritchie as they'll throw it in their own side of the baseline. This looks like Coach Miller shouting something at the Red Streaks. Not really sure what it is at this point. Trying to direct traffic here. I don't think there was something he liked in that formation. And the inbound there, that right there could have been an opportunity for a steal if they'd have noticed. It's one of those cases you have to have eyes in your back of your head, but they threw it, hit the backside of him. As it's going to still go to the Piketon Red Streaks anyway, and he just field goal kicked it into the bleachers.
That looked better than fielding for Ohio State today.
Oh, yeah. Fielding, I hope his parents can afford his tuition.
Yeah, too soon?
Yeah, ooh. Yeah.
No comment.
No comment. That one stings a little bit still.
Yep.
Throws it in to Mason Thacker. Crosses the timeline to Goyen. Left side, Johnson. His shot is up.
Bucket.
And counted for Jace Johnson. 3-point shot. A 2-point lead now, though, for the Valley Indians. Cutting into this. Bo Henry trying to go in there for the steal. Valley holding on to it. That's Copen. Copen trying to break free of Henry on the left wing. Copen charging up, and the shot is up. And
good defense.
And a stealing right there by Piketon. That's Jace Ritchie. Beautiful defensive play right there. And when Piketon needed it the most, may I add.
Yeah, he just ripped it away from him.
Aggression there. As Goyen with the ball, looking, and no, right there, stolen away, and the layup is up
Oh,
and no good.
blew it.
And the shot again, and the redemption shot is up and in by Jackson Bender. And right there, Piketon had an opportunity. They just allowed a steal that they really cannot allow Valley to get.
No, I mean, Piketon's got 9 turnovers right now and 10
made
turnovers.
that 10 as it is stolen away now by Copen.
And
now Jackson in the paint. Second chance shot is up, no good. At the paint, look at Bo Henry. I thought he was not only going to strip the ball away, I thought he was going to send that boy flying into the top row.
Yeah, probably don't want to get tied up with him in a jump ball situation. But, I mean, Piketon's, these last 2 possessions, they've been playing a little bit too quick. Slow it down a little bit. You already got the ball across half court. Run your offense. You got time. And still a 4-point game here.
104 left to go, 26-22. As Bo Henry now going back to the bench is taking a seat. I don't know, maybe he was getting a little hot after that. He was about to pull an Incredible Hulk on that boy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He went from Bo Henry to Lou Ferrigno in a matter of seconds. Now Luke Goyen, and the ball is stolen away right there by Jalen. The shot is up and counted.
That was a beautiful drive.
And, of course, according to my statistics, I think that might be their first. And Coach Miller going to take a timeout here for the Red Streaks. It's going to be a full timeout. So as Coach Miller and the Red Streaks regroup, we're going to take a quick 1-minute break here on the Cube. Back in 1 minute. Also streaming live on Total Media Sports on YouTube.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace Hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
We offer the latest in innovative technology. From state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
41.8 seconds left to go here in the first half at the Oven. The Valley Indians leading the Piketon Red Streaks by a score of 28-22. As Noah Ross with the ball, top of the key for the Red Streaks. Over now to Ritchie, left side to Kelly. Kelly passes in, and that one is picked off, stolen away by Copen, who drives the floor and in the paint and manages to draw an offensive foul.
Yeah, looked like he was just a little bit out of control right there, Hayden, and I'm not sure if it was textbook offensive foul, but I didn't see a defensive foul either on that. Probably the right call.
25 seconds, and a call is there. It's going to be his second, may I add. That is Copen with his second foul. Jalen Dunham checking in, and it didn't take him long again to come back out. Bo Henry back out for Piketon.
You got to get him in the game. I know there's only 25 seconds left, but if he can get you 2 points here, that's huge going into the half.
Any point is necessary right now with a 28-22 lead and room to work with. But another turnover. This is what's been killing Piketon right here. Jalen right side. Now back to him at the top of the key. Trying to get off of Thacker. Passes it to Davis. Back to Jalen. Driving into the paint. Passes it right to Davis. His deep three is up. No good at the buzzer. So we have made it to halftime. 28-22 is the score here at the Oven. And a game so far, Jared, which for the most part has been all Valley, especially defensively. Piketon having a few big opportunities there, a couple ties, but never really much of a chance to get much of a significant lead here. Bo Henry, of course, as expected, being the standout player for Piketon so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking down at the stat sheet here, and I think it's one thing it's standing out to me. Piketon has 13 turnovers already in the first half, on pace for 26 for the game. I mean, you're not going to win a basketball game turning the ball over 26 times.
So I think going into the second half, the biggest key is holding on to the ball control, trying to get off of this defense, which, of course, has proven to be quite the challenge in itself. So as we get ready to head to halftime here, we're going to have a little bit of a break. We're going to calculate some statistics, and we'll be back for halftime in just a few minutes on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel and 100.1 WXCQ. Don't go anywhere.
At Quick Stop Lube and Tire, they are geared up to keep you on the road. Located at 627 Southwest Street in Piketon, they are your trusted auto repair shop for over 30 years of experience. Open 6 days a week, they proudly support Pike County schools in our community. From oil changes to alignments, new tires, and even mobile tire service, they've got you covered. Wherever you are, call 740-289-4268 or stop by Quick Stop Lube and Tire, where great service meets community pride.
Todd Harris Realty is a proud sponsor of Pike County High School sports. With over 19 years of experience, Todd Harris is your go-to real estate expert in Waverly. As a broker and $1 million producer, Todd Harris will help you find your dream home. Visit Realtor.com to see Todd's listings and call him today at 740-947-7677. That's 740-947-7677. Support local and enjoy Pike County sports.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
We offer the latest in innovative technology. From state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
At Quick Stop Lube and Tire, they are geared up to keep you on the road. Located at 627 Southwest Street in Piketon, they are your trusted auto repair shop for over 30 years of experience. Open 6 days a week, they proudly support Pike County schools in our community. From oil changes to alignments, new tires, and even mobile tire service, they've got you covered. Wherever you are, call 740-289-4268 or stop by Quick Stop Lube and Tire, where great service meets community pride.
Todd Harris Realty is a proud sponsor of Pike County High School sports. With over 19 years of experience, Todd Harris is your go-to real estate expert in Waverly. As a broker and $1 million producer, Todd Harris will help you find your dream home. Visit Realtor.com to see Todd's listings and call him today at 740-947-7677. That's 740-947-7677. Support local and enjoy Pike County sports.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
We offer the latest in innovative technology. From state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Back here at the oven with only 4 minutes left to go until the start of the second half. Got some of the younger kids out there warming up for Piketon. The future of the Red Streaks for the boys and the girls, perhaps. Aiden Milliken, Jared Vogelmore here. And Jared, we're going to get to the stats in just a moment. Real quick, we'd like to again shout out our viewers on the stream. We had over 100.
Yeah.
That's right, about 110 concurrent just a few minutes ago. That's awesome. We got that many people tuned in for this. So, Jared, either way, let's give them what they came for. You got statistics?
Yeah, so this is unofficial, and I really want to state that this is unofficial. But for Piketon, I have 8 total team rebounds, so like to see that number get up. 2-point field goal percentage, they're shooting 66% from the 2-point field goal percentage, so get the ball down low. That's what I got to say about that. 3-point shooting 33%, 2 for 6. Free throws shooting 40% right now. Like to see that get up a little bit. Big thing with Piketon, 13 turnovers, like I said earlier. Valley on the other end, 8 rebounds as well. So felt like they had a little bit more than that. I could have been off on that. 2-point field goals, they're shooting 66%. 3-point, they're only shooting 22%. They're shooting a lot of them. They've already shot 9. They've only made 2. And Valley has yet to shoot a free throw yet.
And got some statistics here for the Red Streak. Still doing some addition as well here for Valley. And some of these up. We got 2 here. So I'm going to go first with the streaks. And again, we're going to bear in mind because, again, unofficial even on my end. So I got 3 here for Luke Gullion. We got 3 for Jace Johnson. 1 for Trevin Shanks coming off of a free throw. Noah Ross with 4 points. And I've got Bo Henry here, of course, the leading scorer with, as I have at the moment, 11. And that's 11 for Bo. So we've got for Valley, Chase Davis with 2. We got Jalen Dunham with 5. Christian Copen with 8. Lundy with 2. Bender, that is Jackson Bender, with 5. That's one of the substitutes, by the way. Since he checked in, he's come in and scored 5 points. He's the younger of the 2. And Jalen Bender getting 2 points for the Valley Indians. So far that's, for the most part, the scoring stats and how we've gotten to this 20-22 game. Timeout turnovers, timeout the defense. So Piketon's really got to step it up here offensively when it comes to the second half. On top of that, as we were talking just briefly before we came back on, but also at the same time, I will add that with the way Valley is playing, if they continue in the second half, it is definitely a task that is most definitely easier said than done.
Valley's playing great ball. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. They're not turning the ball over. I'm only seeing 5 turnovers. And they're playing really intense defense. It's not a tight man-to-man. They're playing a lot of zone. And I've really been impressed with the way the Indians are playing on the defensive end, and they're getting easy shots off of turnovers. Piketon, if they want to come back and win this game, they have to slow down, stop turning the ball over, and get rebounds.
And again, so shout out also to the people listening on the Total Media Radio app. That's also an option, folks, for those watching on the stream or listening on the radio. If you go on the App Store or Android, you look up Total Media Radio. Now look up 100.1, the Eagle, WXZQ. You can listen no matter where we are or no matter where you are in the world. So you can listen from anywhere. You can listen from here. You can listen to another country. I think at one point, there's like a map sometimes you can see. I think at one point maybe there was someone listening all the way in Zimbabwe.
Hey, shout out to my Zimbabwe listeners. Love having you aboard.
So about 40 seconds left here until the start of the second half as the Valley cheerleaders getting done with their routine here on the sidelines and Piketon as well. So, yeah, overall, this is still anybody's ball game, Jared, and I think that's very important to note at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. And, you know, I mean, Valley and Piketon, you know, we don't get together a whole lot. It's cool to see because, I mean, really these two schools are about 15 minutes apart from each other. So, I mean, I wouldn't say a rivalry by any means, but, I mean, it can get intense.
A lot of these local games, of course, you don't see many of them playing against each other anymore. For example, Piketon doesn't have Waverly on the schedule this year.
No, and that's unfortunate. I mean, the holiday tournament was something that all of Pike County and beyond look forward to. You know, one year Ken Griffey Sr. was there, watching the Holiday Classic. That's how big it was.
Oh, I didn't know that. Never heard about that one. As Bender checking in here, so that's let's see here. That is Jalen Bender. As in the paint, shot is up and counted by Christian Copen. Copen's shot was up and in, so Luke Goyen passing it down. That is Jace Johnson. Johnson at the baseline, his shot was up and it was blocked, and it was no good. So 30-22 is the score right now, as Piketon with the basketball. 7:38 left to go here. So here we go, back to Piketon basketball. That is Shanks. Whistle blown here.
They're playing tight D, man. They really are playing intense defense. I'm truly impressed with them.
As Bo Henry throwing it in for the Red Streaks to Thacker. And over to Johnson. To Goyen again at the corner. And the shot is up, and it is no good by Thacker, but Bo Henry with the rebound.
Boom.
Two more for Bo Henry. 30-24 is the score now. Bo Henry adding two more, a 6-point lead for the Valley Indians. As we got Davis left side, shot was up and counted.
That was a pretty move. He switched from right to left in the air. I give Davis credit there. That was a beautiful move.
That's 2 points now. Well, excuse me, 4 points for Davis. Holding his composure there is Shanks. Right side, out of bounds, Piketon basketball. Piketon trying to cut into this lead again, see what they can do here, second half. So far, early goings here, Piketon already with 2 on the board, but 2 as well as Bo Henry, hook shot. Got it, thrown it in right away before I can even finish that thought. Bo Henry racking up 2 more. 6:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Bo Henry already off to 4 points here in the second half. Henry, a scoring machine in this game. And a Copen, top of the key, covered by Bo Henry. Over to Davis. Davis, as Coach Miller directing traffic here for the Piketon defense, trying to get him to get back in formation. Over to Dunham. Down into the paint, his shot's up on the three-pointer. Looks like it may connect. No, it does not. And it is an offensive rebound by Lundy. And a whistle is blown here. And the foul is going to be on Luke Goyen. That is his second and the team's first. Also, of course, personal fouls. It looks like they also carry over the second half now. So,
yeah.
in the paint, shot is up and in by Copen. Make that double digits for Christian Copen. Kind of the silent hero in terms of scoring.
Yeah,
for
he's a
Valley.
good player. He's a really good player.
We haven't given him much credit, but I mean, you look at the scoring, it's one of those things I just didn't notice until I looked down and wow, Copen's really lighting it up.
That's what happens when good players are out there on the court. They do the little things. You look up, he's got 10 points.
Shanks in the paint, trying to hold on to it. The ball goes out of bounds. So Valley going to get the ball back. Piketon with last possession. And back to an 8-point deficit.
Hank, I think this is a dangerous spot for Piketon. This is really, I feels like one of those points where this game can turn either way.
Oh, definitely, as we got Bender being covered by Thacker as Bender crosses the timeline over to Copen. Copen looking out of Davis. Davis top of the key, covered by Bo Henry. And the right wing back to Jalen. Right side, trying to get it in, and it is stolen away by Mason Thacker. Thacker holding on to it for the Red Streaks. Into Luke Goyen in the paint, and the pressure's up, and the ball stolen again, this time by Copen. Copen out to Jalen. Jalen at the elbow. His shot is up. No way off the mark. No good, but keeping it in bounds. The shot is up, and that one is blocked by Bo Henry, and a late call there by the officials. So Piketon's going to hold on to it, drawing a Valley foul right there was Bo Henry. And
yeah,
that is on Copen.
That was great defense by Bo there, standing up in the middle there. There's an air ball, there's a rebound. It got kind of weird down low, and Bo just stood his ground and played great defense there.
As Thacker now with the ball for Piketon. 4:50 left to go here in the third quarter, 34-26. As Henry getting it back to Thacker. Getting it into Henry in the paint. Henry getting in position where they just can't stop him except for right there where they managed to block it and get control of the ball and turn it over. With the steal, that's Davis. Davis, top of the key, directing traffic. Copen in motion. Right side. Looking, trying to maybe go to Copen. Instead, calls an audible, goes to Dunham. The shot is up and no good, but Copen getting the offensive rebound. Copen now, Davis steps back, 4-3 off the front of the rim, no good. And Bo Henry right there for the defensive rebound for the Red Streaks. A long rebound, may I add, for Bo Henry. Henry trying to get in position, and they manage to tip the ball once again, and another turnover here for Valley. I don't have an exact count for this half alone, but they're already racking up 2 points right there for Jalen Dunham.
Piketon's got 3 more turnovers for Piketon this half so far.
Oh. That hook shot brings it to a double-digit lead for Valley. Thacker to Chase Johnson, now to Henry. Thacker. Gullion was wanting it in the paint. Instead, they get the hold called on Valley, so they do manage to draw a foul out of that situation. And that is going to be on Lundy. That is his second, team's second. As we got a substitution as we got Jackson Bender checking in, and also Jace Ritchie and Noah Ross checking in for the Red Streaks.
Now, Hank, I might sound like an old guy yelling at the clouds here, but Piketon needs to run their offense on the left side some. They're running strictly to the right side, and Valley knows it's coming. Piketon's got to get it to the left a little bit.
As we got Thacker.
There it is.
Now Ritchie shots up. And hey, Jaron, you might be on to something.
They got it to the left.
To the left, and 2 points for Ritchie. 36-28. And now to the baseline is the younger Bender Jackson. And the ball is free, and right there, defensive rebounds Piketon needs to make and could not capitalize right there. That's one that Piketon needed to have, though. Defensive rebound, that one should have come down to the Streaks. And a timeout is being called, and it's going to be a full timeout by the Valley Indians. So we're going to take it with them here on the Q and streaming live on Total Media Sports YouTube. Back in 1 minute.
At Quick Stop Lube and Tire, they are geared up to keep you on the road. Located at 627 Southwest Street in Piketon, they are your trusted auto repair shop for over 30 years of experience. Open 6 days a week, they proudly support Pike County schools in our community. From oil changes to alignments, new tires, and even mobile tire service, they've got you covered. Wherever you are, call 740-289-4268 or stop by Quick Stop Lube and Tire, where great service meets community pride.
Todd Harris Realty is a proud sponsor of Pike County High School sports. With over 19 years of experience, Todd Harris is your go-to real estate expert in Waverly. As a broker and $1 million producer, Todd Harris will help you find your dream home. Visit Realtor.com to see Todd's listings and call him today at 740-947-7677. That's 740-947-7677. Support local and enjoy Pike County sports.
Back here at the oven, 36-28 is the score as the Valley Indians up on the Piketon Red Streaks. An 8-point differential, 3:04 again remaining here in the third quarter. As again, turnovers continue to be a factor in this one for the Red Streaks, as throwing it in to Jalen Bender now. Valley basketball over to Davis on the left side, and covered by Ritchie and also covered by Johnson. Back to Davis in long range. Over to Bender, back to Davis, left side, keep in motion. And the ball deflected, but still into the hands of Valley. Back to Davis.
Piketon's just running a 2-3 zone now.
And over to Davis again, left side on the corner here. That is Bender. Into the paint, shot is up and counted. Nothing but net there for Blake Lundy. And make that 6 points on the night for Lundy, all from the field. As clock running here again, a 10-point lead now. 38-28, just a little over 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. As it is Piketon basketball, Ritchie, the shot is up and counted there for Trevin Shanks. And that's his first two-pointer of the night. 3 points combined for Shanks. On the left side, now that is Chase Davis. Davis over to Bender. Bender starting to feel some pressure here. Looking, trying to get it off. Now back to Bender. Spin move, and what a move there by Bender. That was a thing of beauty right there.
It was. Just missed it.
There's a highlight reel right there for you. As Chase Ritchie, the ball stolen away, though, immediately unopposed layup. Oh, last second.
Man.
Nice.
I thought that was all ball.
Oh, but nice hustle there.
It was a great hustle. I thought it was clean.
They caught it, though.
Could have got his hand. From up here, it looked clean, but I love to see the hustle. Don't like to see the turnovers. That's 17 on the night for Piketon. Can't win that way.
As Lundy is shooting two, that was on Ritchie. That's his second foul.
These are Valley's first free throws of the night.
Lundy's shot is up and got it. As Conaway coming back in and Bo Henry returning in for the Red Streaks. Second shot coming. Lundy. His second shot is up and off the back, no good, and a rebound coming down to Ritchie. Piketon Red Streak basketball, Ritchie, and now to Bo. Bo over to, that's Stocker, and into Noah Ross, and the ball is loose and stolen away by Valley. Bender left side, nice pass, and that was just at the baseline. From my point of view, it's like he may have even had a foot out of bounds, but I think it was just right at the baseline. As we have Johnson with the ball now for Piketon. The Red Streaks get it back with just about a minute left to go here in the third, and another steal. Yet another one here over to, let's see here, to Bender, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be, it's still going to be Piketon ball, looks like, as we've got, let's see here, that's Dunham checking back in for Valley. So it is going to be Valley basketball, my bad. So Valley going to have it here with 53.8 left to go here in the third quarter. As Piketon, they have one more quarter to get this turnover situation resolved. His three-point shot is up off the front, no good, rebounded by Johnson. Johnson crossing timeline. Now in the ball, he was trying to get it over to Thacker, but the ball rolls out of bounds. And last contact by the Streaks, so Valley gets another one here. We're going to go out of bounds. Valley basketball with 37 even left to go here in the third quarter. Jalen being covered by Thacker. Jalen trying to break free. Steps back. Right, that was close to the line. Trying to get him a step back there, close to a backcourt. Is over to Dunham. Trying to take advantage of their entire court here. So here we go, about 10 seconds. So maybe trying to get one more off here in the third. As Miller directing traffic, shots up, no good, and an offensive rebound. And count it there for Blake Lundy. And clock will expire here in the third quarter. An 11-point lead, my calculations, the biggest lead that Valley has had all night. 41-30 over the Piketon Red Streaks, but one quarter left to go here on the Q and Streaming Live Total Media Sports. Back in 1 minute.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace Hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
Back here at the oven, and before we continue, shout out to the Piketon concession stand tonight. Man, these hot dogs are delicious. Aiden Milliken, Jaron Vogelmore here getting ready to start the fourth quarter as the Valley Indians have an 11-point lead over the Piketon Red Streaks by a score of 41-30. Piketon here again, as it's continued to be a trend in the third, Jared. The turnovers just continue to be a problem.
Yeah, 20 turnovers so far. You probably don't want to have 20 turnovers throughout two games, let alone three quarters. Got to fix it.
as Jace Johnson with the ball top of the key. And the ball is
21.
stolen away right there. The shot is up by Davis, and a foul is going to be called. And I think that one's going to be on Ross. It is. It's on Noah Ross, and that's the first team foul of the quarter and the first personal foul for Noah Ross. And Davis going to be at the line shooting 2 for Valley. Only the second time they've been at the free throw line.
Yeah, well, I think that's the way the OHSAA likes to see it,
Yeah, well,
to be honest.
from what we've gathered, the first shot is up and in. That's his first successful free throw, that being said. Davis' second shot is up and counted. He connects with both of them. And some good free throw percentages right here for Valley in both trips to the line. Now Bo Henry on the right side. Goyen in the paint, now to Noah Ross, to Bo Henry, hook shot, no good, and Bo Henry getting his own rebound and misses it again. Henry had 2 opportunities, and the ball is free there, and Valley managing to hold on to it. 43-30, 7:20 left to go in this contest. As we got Dunham left side, over to Copen. Copen being covered by Ross. Copen moves left. Hold on to it. That is, let's see here. That's Conway, looks like, and the ball is stolen away by Ritchie, and the shot was up and no good. Chase Davis, right side. And there's Copen into the paint. Nice pass. The shot was up, though, by, that's Jackson Bender, was no good. And Bender's going to draw a foul, and let's see here. Jackson's going to go to the line.
You know, Hank, on that breakaway layup Piketon just had there, I thought maybe it was a goaltend on Valley up there. It looked like they hit the ball after it hit the backboard, but nonetheless, no call, and Valley's back at the line.
Thought I saw that one as well, as we got Bender at the line shooting 2. Jackson. His first shot is up, off the back, no good. Misses the first one. Getting ready for the second. As it is up and nothing but net there for Bender. That's his first free throw, and that brings him to 6 points on the night. As they throw it into Ritchie. Clock running down on this one. 6:45 left to go in the game, and down by 14 are the Red Streaks. Luke Goyen at the foul line, left, and now it is Ritchie back to Goyen. Goyen driving the paint. His jump shot is up, no good. Bo Henry going up for the rebound, could not get it as it goes into the hands of Copen. Copen over to Jalen. Jalen's shot is up. Switcheroo there.
Man, that was pretty.
Bender hasn't scored much, but when he does, it's pretty. I will give him that. This guy can pull off some moves.
Yeah, he's a good player, and he controls the speed of the game.
As Goyen throwing it over now to Ritchie. Ritchie looking. Now it's Ross. Whistle blown, and is Piketon taking a timeout? It looks like it. It's going to be a timeout. Piketon. It's a 30-second timeout. And we're going to try and get through some of these sponsors here. So stay tuned, folks, on 100.1 and watching live on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. Back in 30 seconds.
We offer the latest in innovative technology. From state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Back here at the oven, 46-30 is the score. A 16-point lead here for the Valley Indians with 6:02 left to go in the fourth. And, well, Jared, a little bit of time left here for the Red Streaks, but the deficit continues to get wider.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot to come back. Piketon just needs to clean it up here, hope for the best. And early season, see what they can do.
Growing pains, perhaps.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Oh, yeah, over to Bo Henry as the ball is free and yet another turnover. Dunham and passes it deep into the paint. His shot is up and in. That right there is Conaway. Make that 5 on the night for Braxton.
And Valley is blowing this lead wide open.
And a three-point shot here by Gullion. Something no good. Gullion got a successful one earlier. And spins back. His shot is up and in. How about that? Trevin Shanks. 2 more. 48-32. As Jackson with the ball. 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. A 48-32 lead. As Dunham on the right. Over to Conaway. And now to Copen. Copen now. There's Jalen. One motion kind of slowing down speed here, looks like a little bit, as Jalen getting a shot up, no good, and it's going to come down to Henry with a rebound. As Henry gives it to Richie. Back to Bo, top of the key, passing it right to Richie. Over to Johnson, and no one there to answer, nobody home, and it's going to be Valley basketball with 4:41 in the fourth.
Yeah, the Streaks are really going to have to get back to the drilling board here and practice, and Coach Miller can't be happy with the turnover situation.
Oh, no. And you know, come next practice, next team meeting, probably right after this game, you know that's probably going to be one of the things that's going to be covered right off the bat.
Yeah, they may become acquaintances with the baseline, Hayden.
Oh, yeah, I have a feeling that in time that's going to be exactly what happens, as Christian Copen gets 2 more there for the Valley Indians, and a foul called late there with a 15-32 lead. And that's going to be on Chase Davis, and that is his first foul. Davis so far going without a foul here, and Davis spent plenty of time in, as Mason Thacker checking in for the Red Streaks. Coming onto the bench is Johnson.
Ooh. You know, fun history lesson here, Hank. I played for Coach Jeff Lizeth. He coached here for a while. We gave up 86 points to Chillicothe in a scrimmage. He kept us after, and we had to run 86 suicides.
Oh, I'm glad that I wasn't you. That sounds
I still
like
remember
torture.
how much we gave up.
That's like some military drill sergeant stuff right there.
He had you in shape, I promise you that.
As Valley with the ball, that's Bender. Now it's going to be, see here, that's Dunham with the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Red Streaks basketball.
And that is only the 8th turnover on the night for the Indians.
They've been doing pretty good at holding on to the ball as well on top of the defense. It's just all around them. As we were talking about earlier, Jared, I have a feeling 1 second shot is up and no good, as the Valley Indians getting a defensive rebound. Dunham's shot is up and count it. Beautiful. But as I was talking about, if they continue to play like this, they're definitely going to be a threat in the SOC too.
They're playing very well. Well-coached team. They play fundamental ball, and they got guys that can put the ball in the basket, and that's the name of the game.
As passing it now, that is Dunham. Dunham, and a push called there on the Red Streaks. So yet another foul called, and now what at one point was a relatively narrow deficit that Piketon could overcome is now a 20-point lead for the Valley Indians, 52-32, with 3:17 left to go. As we got Dresden Bolin Hitchens checking in for the first time for Piketon.
Okay.
Didn't see any time in the Ross County Christian Academy game, so this is Dresden's first time out so far in his varsity career, for this season at least. His shot is up and in. That's Christian Copen now, who I have for 14 points.
He's played well.
Copen now 14 over to Gullion, passing it now to Shanks. Shot is up by Shanks and count it. Trevin Shanks gonna get 2, and he's gonna go back to the free throw line where he's been. Already got 1 successful free throw.
You know, Hank, one stat that stands out to me, Valley had 9 threes in the first half, and they only made 2. They've only shot 4 threes the second half. They really adjusted and are taking good shots.
Honestly, I mean, the first half was all 3-pointers. The first shot was up and in. kind of changing, maybe calling a little bit of an audible here in the second half, but it's been working, and a full timeout is being called. Looks like it's going to be Piketon. So we're going to take the timeout with them here on the Q and Total Media Sports YouTube. Back in 1 minute.
At Quick Stop Lube and Tire, they are geared up to keep you on the road. Located at 627 Southwest Street in Piketon, they're your trusted auto repair shop for over 30 years of experience. Open 6 days a week, they proudly support Pike County schools in our community. From oil changes to alignments, new tires, and even mobile tire service, they've got you covered. Wherever you are, call 740-289-4268 or stop by Quick Stop Lube and Tire, where great service meets community pride.
Todd Harris Realty is a proud sponsor of Pike County High School sports. With over 19 years of experience, Todd Harris is your go-to real estate expert in Waverly. As a broker and $1 million producer, Todd Harris will help you find your dream home. Visit Realtor.com to see Todd's listings and call him today at 740-947-7677. That's 740-947-7677. Support local and enjoy Pike County sports.
Back here from the oven, 2:59 left to go in the fourth quarter, and a 19-point lead for the Valley Indians. 54-35 is the score as Valley with the ball. That's Chase Davis, and some defensive pressure here by the Red Streaks. Going into the paint, shot is up, and count it there. That is Isaiah Clark. And that's going to be Isaiah Clark's first two that I have counted for here. I don't know how much time Isaiah Clark's seen in this game. I haven't called his name much, and I don't think he's been in. I think he just came in off the timeout.
I think he's a fresh substitution here, Hayden. And he may have been playing on the JV game. I can't remember. He looked familiar.
And Bolin Hitchens with the ball now. Shot is up, no good. As a rebound coming to Lundy. Over to Dunham. Dunham and driving the wing and into the paint, and his shot is up and counted. At this point, the Valley Indians just adding on more points to the stat book at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's well over. Let's just see how the Streaks handle it here at the end and just play hard to the final buzzer.
3-point shot is up by Thacker and no good. As a rebound coming down there to Bender. It's going to be Valley basketball. Bender at center court being covered by Bolin Hitchens. Clock running down, 150 and counting. Bolin on top of him, and the shot is up, and there's going to be a foul called before, and it's going to be on the Streaks, and it's going to be a hold for Piketon with 1:43 left to go. And they're emptying the bench at this point, it looks like.
Yeah, Valley's going to put in their subs, see what these young kids can do, and I'm all for it.
Got a few numbers here that I don't have on my stat sheet. Got some names, though. Some of the people I don't have numbers for. That's Caden Malla, Colton Stewart, Malachi Keller, Miles Dentley, and Jay Howard. Those are some of the players here as he passes it over to Elliott Frank checking in now. Now to Bender, over to Isaiah Clark to number 12. His shot is up. No good, and the rebound comes down, and the shot is up, and still holding on are the Valley Indians. Another chance, and it's no good. Rebounded by Luke Goyen, who gets the ball over to Ritchie in the paint, having a hard time controlling it. The deep ball is up and no good. Rebound, though, by Luke Goyen, right side. Passes it back to Shanks. Shanks got it! Shanks got it. And a buzzer here.
Not sure.
Was that an accident? Maybe someone pushed a button on mistake?
That sounded like a 1,000-point buzzer. I'm sure Shanks don't have 1,000 points.
I don't think Shanks has 1,000.
No, it was weird, though. That's what it sounded like they stopped the game for.
I thought we were getting ready to stop it for something, but...
maybe they're just stopping it.
It's not for a photo op, but it's for a conversation, it looks like, with the officials. They're talking about something. Some confusion down at the scorekeeper's table. Looks like the coach is over there, too, for Valley. He's checking the scorebook, looking at something. Something I think to him doesn't seem right. Could it be that maybe one of the players he brought in for JV is missing from the varsity scorebook?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm thinking it might be. I'm not sure. But
if that's the case, then Valley automatically has to forfeit.
That's a... Yeah, hold on.
Just kidding.
No, that would be a technical, actually, on Valley.
They just called it technical. I believe that's what happened.
Part of you wishes that Valley.
A 20-point shot.
biggest comeback in basketball history in 1 minute.
Yeah.
And the shot, of course, from the technical is up and in. And I think it is some sort of scorebook violation.
Yeah, I think that Valley put a player in that they didn't have registered their varsity roster. First game of the season, I can see that happening.
Hopefully they'll learn from their mistakes, and the second shot is up and in. Jace Ritchie connecting with both free throws there from the technical foul called by Valley from the scorebook violation.
I'm not sure who they subbed out to.
Is it 12? I don't see him out there anymore. No, he's down there. It wasn't him. I'm not quite sure who it was.
Yeah, because Valley has all their starters out, so maybe they registered the player to the roster now, which Valley only has 10 players dressed, which surprises me.
And the foul was on Isaiah Clark, and I think they said that's his first. 58-40, 1:01 left to go here in the fourth. And the ball deflected there, and still at 1:01. 18-point lead here for Valley. As Ritchie thrown it in by the Piketon bench. As he hits it and tripped up right away with Shanks. Shanks grabbed it, and he just went slipping and stumbling down. And a foul is going to be called. And I think they said that was on.
Now is it five fouls per quarter gets you into the bonus? I'm assuming.
So, yeah. I believe it's in the bonus now. Still a 2-point shot situation. That is Isaiah Clark, by the way. I have him down as number 5 on my roster, but he is actually wearing number 12 tonight.
Okay. That's probably what.
That could have had something to do with the violation, actually.
I would say so.
It could have been a mismatching number. So as Valley with the ball, that's Bender. Shots up and looks like ball goes out of bounds. 52.8 left to go here in this contest. Folks, stay tuned after this. We'll get some post-game statistics, some final thoughts here before we take it home. So stay tuned here on the stream and on the radio. As over to Shanks. Back to Ritchie on the left side. Clock continuing to expire here. And Piketon, of course, I think it's definitely safe to say at this point, Piketon will pick up their first defeat of the season as Braden Conkle checking in as well for the first time for the Red Streaks. Ritchie with 30 seconds, and again, a 58-40 lead. Over to Bolin Hitchens, now to Shanks. Shot is up by Ritchie, no good, and last contact there by, that is Jackson Bender. And he deflects it out of bounds. So Piketon going to get it with 19.5 seconds left to go. So Valley's first contest, and Jared, it looks like they're going to come in here and get win number 1.
Yeah, it's great to start the season with a W, and Valley came in and played their game. They didn't try to act like another team. They knew what they wanted to do, and they really succeeded tonight and looked really good.
And now we got Frank as clock expires. 3, 2, 1, and there you have it. Final score tonight. Valley defeats the Piketon Red Streaks by a score of 50-48. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to have some statistics and more coming your way as the Piketon Red Streaks are now 1-1 on the season, yet to play in conference play, so the record stands at 0-0 within the Sino Valley Conference, and the Valley Indians move to 1-0. As we calculate some last-second statistics, stay with us. We'll be back to wrap it up here in a few minutes on theCUBE and Total Media Sports streaming on YouTube. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
We offer the latest in innovative technology. From state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
At Quick Stop Lube and Tire, they are geared up to keep you on the road. Located at 627 Southwest Street in Piketon, they are your trusted auto repair shop for over 30 years of experience. Open 6 days a week, they proudly support Pike County schools in our community. From oil changes to alignments, new tires, and even mobile tire service, they've got you covered. Wherever you are, call 740-289-4268 or stop by Quick Stop Lube and Tire, where great service meets community pride.
Todd Harris Realty is a proud sponsor of Pike County High School sports. With over 19 years of experience, Todd Harris is your go-to real estate expert in Waverly. As a broker and $1 million producer, Todd Harris will help you find your dream home. Visit Realtor.com to see Todd's listings and call him today at 740-947-7677. That's 740-947-7677. Support local and enjoy Pike County sports.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace Hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
We offer the latest in innovative technology. From state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
At Quick Stop Lube and Tire, they are geared up to keep you on the road. Located at 627 Southwest Street in Piketon, they are your trusted auto repair shop for over 30 years of experience. Open 6 days a week, they proudly support Pike County schools in our community. From oil changes to alignments, new tires, and even mobile tire service, they've got you covered. Wherever you are, call 740-289-4268 or stop by Quick Stop Lube and Tire, where great service meets community pride.
Back here at the oven, 58-40, the final score here tonight as the Piketon Red Streaks have fallen to the Valley Indians. And again, the Valley Indians now 1-0 on the season, and the Red Streaks 1-1 overall, and still, of course, yet to play in the conference. Jared, you got some statistics here, team-wise. I'll get to the scoring here in just a moment, but go ahead and give us the team stats.
Yeah, first I'll get with the Victors Valley here. I have them with 21 total team rebounds, shot 63% from two-point range. That's a great recipe right there. 3-point field goal, 15% from three. They really quit shooting in the second half. They only shot 4. Free throws, 66%, 9 turnovers. Piketon, which fell tonight by 18 points. 17 team rebounds. Had them shooting 66% from the two-point line, so anything inside three, they were shooting good. 3-point percentage, they only shot 21%, free throws 30%, and 23 turnovers. That's just a recipe for disaster.
So some scoring statistics here for the Red Streaks. Luke Gullion had, let's see here, I have him down for 3. Jace Johnson had 3. Trevin Shanks ended up getting 11. It looks like here, actually, yeah, he had 11. Jace Ritchie has 2. Noah Ross had 4. And Bo Henry, once again, leading the team in terms of scoring with 15 points. So there you have it for that. And for Valley, we had Braxton Conaway with 15. We had Chase Davis. He capped this off at about 10. We have Dunham at 11. Christian Copen, the leading scorer, with 14. Blake Lundy with 9. Jackson Bender with 6. And Jalen Bender with 4. So, Jared, as we get ready to wrap this up, any thoughts before you take it home on this one? Of course, Piketon's next game is going to be a conference game on the road coming up on, I believe it's Tuesday, against Southeastern. And then from there, Valley is going to take on Portsmouth Notre Dame.
Okay. Yeah, a couple thoughts here, just going into the end of the broadcast here. Good news for Piketon, it's early, non-conference game. And anything can really happen within the first couple games of the season. They got this sloppy one out of the way, but they do have to do a lot to improve because the SEC is going to be tough this year. They want to compete. Piketon traditionally needs to get back to being closer to the top of that SBC. I know a lot of people want to see us there, but they got to stop on the turnovers. They got to clean it up, and offensive rebounds. And I think you got to feed Bo Henry. I really think that's the recipe for success for Piketon this year.
So we'll see how the Red Streaks do this coming week against Southeastern. They also take on Zane Trace later in the week. Both of those games will be on the road. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, the final score this evening at 58-40. The Valley Indians knock off the Piketon Red Streaks. So for Jimmy McCormick, thank you, Jimmy.